everybody. Welcome back to another adventure with Charlie's Adventures, where we tell you no lies. Alright everybody, it's July the 20th. I've been out of pocket for a couple of weeks. I had some training in Maryland, Hollywood, Maryland, and then I come back a little bit under the weather. You can tell in my voice still a little bit, but I'm getting over it now. But anyway, today we're going up to put some batteries in some cameras. I'm kind of behind time on some camera. We're going to food plot number 2. We're going to put some batteries in that camera, check on the food plot, check on the apple trees. Then I'm going to go on around and I'm going to attempt to go down to the Banks Feed Bank 40 feeder and put batteries in that camera and bring that feeder out. And then we're going to go around on into the gap and put a camera back up that was acting up. Ashton come up and couldn't get it to work, so he brought it out. I'm going to take it back and put it up. And then that Spy Point Flex that was over there at the mineral lick, I never could get it to work. I finally figured it out, folks. It was the SD card. Micro SD card. I put a new one in it. I formatted the new one, formatted it, put it in. It worked like a charm. And the one that came out of the Flex, I put it in a LM2 camera, and it wouldn't work either. So it has to be that card. I put it in the computer, going to format it, and the computer don't even recognize the card. And it was a PNY, Pony, whatever card. It's probably a cheaper one. It's 32 gigabyte. So that's what was going on with the Flex. I just got back up here to the side-by-side and all this stuff's tore out of the back. I dropped some corn down in it. Working on that feeder. Cooler's stowed to the side. That's stowed out, that. I'm gonna fire some shots, I guess, to try to run the bear off. That thing had to come here right after I left. Alright, I made it around here to the other mineral lick and put this other Flex camera up. And I'm going to try to get turned around and get out of here. had an exciting evening, to say the least. Before I come up, I don't think it was here, but this is the way I'm going down. stop and call Ashton, tell him that I'm back up here, and then I'm headed on to the truck. Make it to food plot number 1. I was wanting to do a little bit of work over there. We'll have to do that on the next time. It's hard for me to get everything done. I've got a lot of things going on. Make it over to food plot number 1, and I'm going to put that fence up around that chestnut tree today. Is what I was going to do. We'll have to take a rain check on that. That'll be a video for another day. I haven't been up through here in a long time. It's been a couple of months coming up out of here this way. What all you can see. I've got the headlights on and the light bar on. Cruising about 8-9 hours through here. In that red. Stop right here and text Ashton and Myra and let them know that I'm at the top of the mountain. Second gap. Right here's where we went in a while ago, earlier today. Right around here's where we're going to turn and head down toward the truck. That hole gets deep, deep, deep. Like there's been quite a bit of traffic through here today. I only met one motorcycle. When I was coming up, he was coming down. With a bear today. That's unbelievable. I've been wondering when it's going to happen. Well, it happened today. Pioneer 520 just keeps on amazing me. This thing goes and does a lot better than anybody think it would. Granted, like I've said before, I put the torque locker in the front end and power steering on it. That's the two main things. I've got the exhaust is rattling, like the baffles come loose on the inside, and I think my right front shock is leaking. Hit solid right there. My right front shock is leaking, I think. I don't know for sure. We'll try to pressure washer take your time, which I'm getting older and I don't really like flying anyway. I just like easing along. So, the Pioneer 520 suits me just fine. Like I said, I put the torque locker in the front end, and put a winch on it. That's the things that pretty much you gotta have. Torque locker in the front end, power steering, yeah, it comes in handy. Winch on the front, and a skid plate from Super ATV. The skid plate is. Those are, and taller tires. Went with 27-inch Mudlight 2. Those things right there are pretty much you gotta have if you're going to trail ride in it. Then I put 3-inch spacers, wheel spacers all the way around, widen the stance a little bit. And I drive on the trails pretty confident now with the wheel spacers. It made it quite a bit more stable. I had 1.5-inch spacers on it, and it still made me feel like it's going to turn over, but that was right when I first got it. I don't know how it would be now that I rode it quite a bit. We're here at the washout. Even with the 27-inch tires, it still bottoms out quite a bit, so that's the reason you need that Super ATV skid plate. I think it's a 1/2-inch thick, and that's pretty much, you gotta have that for the most part. If I didn't have that, the whole underneath would be tore up pretty good. With the factory skid plate, it wouldn't have lasted long. Taco Bell before they close. I'm gonna get me a 3 Dorito taco combo and some mild sauce and a Pepsi. If I can get down there before they close. I met Ashton and Macy at the Taco Bell last night. Ate with them. Ashton had been up on the mountain up here, and he stopped to get Macy on his way home. Macy's my granddaughter. Starting to be a freshman next year. Starting high school next year, or this year, coming. good girl so far. I hope she continues keeping her head on straight. Macy, if you're watching Papa, you better keep doing what you've been doing. I'm proud of you. Bella, if you're watching, I'm proud of you too, honey. Bella's my other granddaughter. My son's got one and my daughter's got one. Alright, we're almost down here to the bottom. So I'll be back whenever we get to the truck. There was something else that I was wanting to talk to everybody about. One people that lives around in Morgan County, Tennessee, will know about this. But, here a couple of weeks ago, an elder couple got lost up here. They was on the side-by-side, and they knew the area well. They was from over in Brimstone. It's where they lived. Both of them had, medical issues and wasn't able to walk and stuff. And they was on medication. But anyhow, they left Brimstone and come around into Mill Creek and Sunbright, going on a ride, and they got up somewhere up on the mountain there at the head of Brimstone or Mill Creek, and they broke down. Ashton's Uncle Ellery said that wheel come loose and only had one lug nut left on it. So anyway, they took out and went to walking. They left the side-by-side, and I reckon they called for help, and whoever it was couldn't find them or something. Anyway, they was up here for 4 or 5 days. 4 days and 5 nights, or something like that, or 5 days and 4 nights, maybe. Anyway, they left the side-by-side and went to walking. One of them was on a cane. Well, I was thinking, wow, what happened, to them? It's like they vanished. They found their tracks on a cane, in the mud, where somebody been walking with a cane right around the side-by-side, but they disappeared. Well, a lot of people was thinking maybe they got a ride with somebody, or somebody picked them up, took off with them, or whatever. But anyway, they finally found them, and the man had left his wife, and they airlifted her out. The National Guard did. Airlifted her out. And they found the man first, and then he told them, his wife was going down the hill, and they had tried to go down, just walk home, I think. It proved to be more than what they could do. But anyway, they airlifted her out, and they got him out, and they was weak and stuff, but he had left her, been gone a day and a half. She'd been laying up here in the woods by herself, or over there, not up here. Anyway, that goes to show you, if they'd have stayed at the side-by-side, somebody would eventually come along, you know, and found it. I reckon they found their side-by-side pretty quick. So that's just a lesson, you know, that I was wanting to talk about. If you're by yourself or whatever, like I do most of the time, and you break down, you know, if you walk to get cell phone signal, that's one thing. But stay with your side by side or stay on the road. Don't get off the road. They was going to walk down through the woods and go home, I think, what they had on their mind. But they should have stayed with their side by side or stayed on the road. That was and I'm not down on them, you know. Anybody don't know what you do when you're in that situation. They was pretty lucky that they got found and got out there. So I hope they're doing well. There was a lot of people praying for them. I know that. I hope they're doing well now and got their strength built up or building it back up. Anybody around here heard about it or saw it on the news maybe? I had some cousin Bryson on the search party today. They found them. He had a video he posted on Facebook of them airlifting her up out of the woods with our National Guardsman. So that was something to see. I reckon it was a Black Hawk helicopter that they did that with. From what I understand, I saw the video, man, it was blowing the trees. And things produce a lot of wind. But anyway, just remember, if you ever get in a situation like that, stay with your side by side, or stay on the main road for sure. All right, folks, we're back here to the truck. I'm going to get the side by side loaded and strapped down and get ready to get on toward the house. So we'll see you on the next one. Everybody be safe. Bye bye from Charlie's Adventures, where we tell you no lies. Bye bye.